Dimensional traffic, Tower 221, practicing to runway 34 left.
Okay. All right. Welcome to today's flight. Let me do the classical sound check, because you never know in these days. It's gonna take a couple of seconds. Maybe more volume. Today's flight. Okay. Looks like it is working. So today we have a very interesting flight to do. As you can see, we have a nice Itarro livery. We are in Rome, and we are going one of the most difficult airports in Italy. This is so difficult that you can only go there with the, I think only with the A319. For sure Itarro, it does it. They go there with the ATR. But yeah, talking about liners. And we're talking about Pantelleria, which is this island here. Volcanic island. And there is a small airport, 1,737 meter of runway, very short. We have been here, of course, as you well remember, and we have been to Florence as well. Why this is very difficult? The approach is not really, of course, because yeah, you are in the middle of the sea, you don't really have terrain to deal with, but the runway is very short and can be very windy. Today we are lucky, we just have 6 knots of wind for now, as you can see, 4 knots of crosswind. But yeah, sometimes this can suddenly change. Not really suddenly change, but in some day you can really have strong wind. Okay, let's go. Let's jump into the plane. Let's start our preparation. We are flying the A319 from Fenix simulation. The only A390 out there, probably. Talking about plane you can use in the sim. Fenix. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Battery. So I had to use steers.
Dimensional traffic, Tower 221, lining up and take off runway 34 left, dimensional traffic.
Super high for you as always, this volume. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but... Oh wow, the pilot is super high indeed. Let me lower it immediately. Okay. This. Right. So, first of all, I want to deal with ground. 1 sec, because I want to use jetways. Okay. Great. Let's see if we can spot some plane. There is a plane here, of course. Another one there. Oh yeah, not much around at the moment. My flight. Import. Okay, this is... Never mind that, of course. We are not flying real time. Fast. Alright. Okay. So. Here. Init. Request. Let me open Navigraph in my iPad as well. We are flying this. Okay, so flight number is Itarro 1841. No, I put this on. 1841. Great. Cost index 6. And align, let's confirm align. Wind request. There we go. Return. Okay, let's talk about departure immediately. Yeah. Because we are relying on VATSIM, of course. There is no controller at the moment. Wow, this is the wrong call sign. ETA is not ETA. Let me see this guy. But it's India Tango Yankee. 1000 hour. Wow. Maybe it's another airline. I think he was saying Itaro, but I can be wrong. Okay, so Volanta, 1 sec. Let's import the flight plan. And Navigraph. As you know, can be quite tricky departing from Rome. Don't be scary. I mean, this is for people that are not used to flying Rome. You know, in Italy we have a couple of airports. I mean, we have all the Milano area airport and Rome airport that they use transition. It's not the only case in the world, but it's quite significant here in Italy. One of the few actually in the world that I found out. So basically the controller is gonna give you 3 information: the departure and the transition. If you have Navigraph, it's easy because it's, in this case, it's Conut 8 Alpha or some Conut transition, Sosak 7 Yankee departure. And on top of that, one of the problems that people have in Rome is that one of the transition is called Sovan. There we go. So it's quite confusing because you have Sosiv departure, Sovan transition, Sosak transition. So yeah, can be quite tricky, but long story short, you have a departure. In this case, it's the Sosak 7 Yankee probably. And you have a transition. It's also here the transition. Transition chart is not updated, sorry, it's not shown by Navigraph. You have to find it out by yourself if you want. In this case, we're gonna have the Conut 8 Alpha departure, and it can be quite annoying to find it because you have to do it manually, which I can't at the moment apparently. Conut 8 Alpha, there we go. It's very easy. I mean, from Sosak to Conut there is just this Torley waypoint. But yeah, long story short, you have these 2 stuff to consider. So if you have to copy a clearance in Rome, write down your possible departure, which in this case is Sosak, and your possible transition, which is Conut. So you will have only to write down the additional code. Okay. I mean, about the transition, we're taking off running 3-4 left, which is quite rare in Rome, but 3-4 left is actually active in real life. So to take off, left turn, and yeah, we have this constraint on the turn. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna have a nice turn. Oh, and be able to check a little bit of Fiumicino, maybe. We'll see. Okay, let's go. So, flight plan, Rome, departure, runway 34 left. Okay. So it's the Sosak 7 Yankee, and I don't know the name now, with the and the Con 8 Alpha. Okay, there we go. This is done. Boarding completed. Okay, APU. No, refueling is finished. We're just yeah, we have to wait to IRS to be aligned. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. I remind you, we're going from Rome to Pantelleria, 1700 meter runway. It's gonna be a pretty interesting approach today. Do we have any initial climb? 3000 for sure. Okay, let's keep it like that for now. And we can calculate performance. In the meantime, we wait that 2 minutes for the IRS to be online. Force Toga, nope, packs on. Again, I use packs on because I used to forgot to turn them off. So I mean, here in Rome we have a very long runway, so it's not really a problem. 149er, 150, 154 up, 0.9er, flaps 1, 68 of D rate. And QNH in Rome is 1009er, confirm and cross-checked. 1009er, 1009er, 1009er. Okay. We have 3 traffic on ground, departing, 1 arrival. Sorry, 1 landed and some arrival. Around us, we only have that traffic which is gone and nobody else. So, since we are waiting 1 minute for the IRS, let's do a taxi briefing. So, we're gonna push back on November Golf. Then we'll be probably... Okay, we have to taxi here. We can take an interception, maybe Alpha Hotel. Let's see if we have interception. No, I don't know why this is completely missing. Maybe it's Navigraph. Well, I mean, in the past there was some solution. But yeah, we're gonna take Hotel and Alpha, I guess. Yeah. Hotel and Alpha, running 34 left. Okay. We have just to wait 1 minute to push. Let me remove that. Oh, we have 3 of them. Accept everything. Oops. There we go. Okay. Do this and do that. And IRS aligned. Let's go. Parking brake is set. Yeah. External power disconnect. Let's go here. 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 And push back. Alright. 1 and 2. Start pushback. Release parking brake. Beacon light. APU bleed should be on, of course, in order to start our engine. Transponder. And let's go, I guess. Okay, let me give you some proper volume. It's Phoenix time. Starting number 1. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you.
Oh yeah.
Who is about to demonstrate the safety features aboard our Airbus A319.
You know, probably the best sound package in simulation. By default, let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. A319.
Okay. Pushback completed. Set parking brake. Number 1 available. Starting number 2. Oh, I forgot that. But we can do it here. Okay. There we go. Weight is initialized now. Yeah. Great. And in this page I want performance, specifically takeoff. There we go.
B behind.
And we're starting this.
Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. Emergency.
I couldn't hear the traffic, unfortunately.
It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs.
Okay, let's reduce the volume of Microsoft Flight Simulator, otherwise it will kill your ears. Let's go. Predicting wind shear. This can be off. Arm that flaps 1.
Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on
Alright.
the side.
Then flight control trim should be 0.9er up. And set. Close that. Constrain. Taxi light. This can be off. That can be off. Auto brake max. And should we make Okay, let's make a call. Okay, we're gonna taxi November Golf. Sorry, November Golf Hotel Alpha. Roma traffic, Kitaro 1841. Taxi November Golf Hotel and Alpha. Runway 34 left. Let's go. We have some significant wind today in Fiume. We have 15 knots of wind and 13 headwind, 7 crosswind. It's gonna be interesting. So left here and then all the way down to Alpha. It's a long taxi. Usually you take off running 25. Today, even in real life, they are using running 34. So yeah, always check left, nobody around, check right. Okay, let's go. Don't mind the vehicle, they are part of the scenery. So yeah. Terrain. May I also increase this. Oh wow. Okay, what? Okay. Yeah, well, my screen was super dark. See, there's nobody around here. So yeah, we have to stay in hotel until we met Alpha, which will be the taxiway crossing our path in some, I mean, a minute basically. This is Fiumicino Airport. We're gonna have a nice overview today of the airport because we have to taxi all the way down there. There is also traffic on final. I couldn't heard if it was runway 34 left or right.
Rome Alpine 17 Echo Establishment 34 left to Nautical Montana.
Okay, 34 left. But I guess he said it's 3 miles to find.
Aircraft 2 Tango Lima lining up and take off runway 34 left.
Oh wow. I hopefully it wasn't 3 miles because yeah, as you can see, everyone is taking off running 34 left because basically SimBrief is scheduling 34 left and in real life they are using 34 left. So this is not obvious at all. Usually, you know that SimBrief can schedule a runway which is not active in real life, and this can make a lot of confusion because some people gonna use SimBrief runway, other one real life runway. Usually I suggest to use always the real life one. So we're gonna see a plane pitting soon, I guess. Takeoff config no by normal, by the way.
Roma Alpine 17 Echo, go around 34 left. Be careful when you line up 34 left when someone is on final.
Ah, go around, wow. Oh, look at that. It's American airline, by the way. Oh my god. Yeah. it was 3 miles then. Oh my god, that was so bad. The American airline completely sleeping. Ah, it's not an American. What? Is this guy? I want to see his VATSIM experience. This was very bad. He literally lined up in front of a traffic. I would have landed anyway. I don't care. When people are so, I mean, they are not thinking at all. Maybe the traffic should have told him. It happened to me. I mean, usually I report again my position. But wow, that was so bad. 2,000 hours of flying? Wow. Oh my god. What? He's giving the account to a friend or what? Wow, that's incredible. Incredible. I have no... I mean, sometimes I'm really surprised about human being. How is it possible that a person with 2,500 hours on VATSIM line up in front of another traffic in Unigam? I really don't get it. But yeah. Apparently it happened. Okay. He didn't say anything. I mean, okay, you go. I mean, at least say sorry or something. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for the Alpine guy. That was a terrible run incursion. Welcome to VATSIM. There's another traffic on final, by the way. No, wait a sec. What? Oh yeah, it's this guy. Yeah. But it's it's 15 miles. I remind you, we're going to Pantelleria, 1,700 meter runway. It's gonna be quite a challenging landing. We have an A319. We have no problem at all. In the past one, we landed in Florence and in Lampedusa. But yeah, today is another day. And I have a really bad... Last time I went to Pantelleria, I didn't... I mean, it was a strange plane, but yeah, it was impossible to land properly. Okay, let's go. We have a traffic on final. We have to go. We're on traffic, Itarro 1841, lining up, taking off 3 for left.
Roma traffic, al 35 heavy, establish localizer, runway 34 right.
Okay, it's 3 for right.
All information, Alpine 17 and Echo, downwind, left hand downwind, 34 left, followed by Mr. Butch.
Okay. Poor guy. He's also it's very good in phraseology, so. Okay. So we don't have anyone behind us. It's landing on the other one, on the other runway. All right, but let's go. 50%.
And Roma, Alpine 17 Echo will line up on the localizer behind the LL 385.
Brake release. It's not the same one. Okay, flex SRS runway at the thrust blue. Impossible to find out the proper, I mean the man leak spot. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Let's go inside to check. Fiumicino Airport, wow. From traffic, Itaro 1841, airborne, 3 for left. Okay. Autopilot. On the turn. Yeah, we do have a constraint. Lever climb. Cross climb. Speed check. Flaps up.
LL385, we are the minimum approach speed now.
What's happening? Because there is a... We're leveling off, right? Yeah, my bad. Our passenger just got a nice.
Roma Alpine 17 Echo, landing up for the LS3 or left base leg.
And this guy reported to land 34 right, by the way. We have this Citarro, yeah, we have some. Wow, whoa, wow.
Roma traffic LL 385, 5 miles, final runway 34 right.
Yeah, I have 34 right indeed. We can go direct to Conut. Oops. Also to remove this constraint. Alright, acceleration.
Keep your seat
We should have a view of Fiumicino, but unfortunately
And
it's
LS3,
cloudy.
just confirm you're for runway 34 right?
Remember that smoking is
Say again?
prohibited at any
You're for runway 34 right?
Runway 34 right, LL 385.
offering
I think we have just plan on Fenix over
fresh
for runway
selections
34 right.
available.
Okay. Yeah, so we have the show today. As you saw, nice run incursion for not for us, luckily, but yeah. What a start for our flight. We can go direct to to nowhere actually. Continue climb, landing lights. This seatbelts off. I'm gonna switch it off now. We're about to fly above, fly level 100. Standard. There we have Fiumicino. Not here, but there. There we go. Fiumicino. Runway 34 left, disappearing now. We took off from there. Destination is It's Pantelleria today. Terrain off. This. Wow, look at this weather there. Okay, above clouds. Also increase a little bit the sim volume. It's pretty busy. Would be. Okay, this traffic is full established. This is about to land. Look at the another. Okay, but they are sequencing.
Line 17 Echo established left 34 left 2 nautical one time.
They are doing pretty fine now. That was incredible what we saw before, but whatever. We will have a little bit of tailwind, almost crosswind to the right should be. Now it's from the from the right. Now it's from the left, but should shift. If I'm not wrong, we will see. And for now, continue climb, fly level 250. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Reduce that. No, we can't do this. I forgot to mention our destination doesn't have an ILS approach. It does. They have localizer. No ILS, but we are gonna do an air nav today, which you know that can be quite tricky with the Fenix. Still some problem with air nav approaches. I don't really think it's again due to the Fenix. What?
Runway 34 right located LL 385.
Okay, I'm checking the approach is very wrong, but yeah, running 07. Yeah, we'll have to show you later. Yeah, I want to do the air nav. Nav 07. Ah, wow. Okay, we have to check this. In the meantime, we are climbing. Okay, let's climb to the final 350. Because something is wrong in our flight plan. We have the Robert 3 Romeo to Robert. But there is no approach runway. Ah, wow, there is a direct transition. But this is for DME. Because we want to do... I mean, we can do the board DME, not that I really want. We have this. From Cappe. The question is, do we have an arrival that brings us to Cappe? I guess not. To Alpha is to the VOR. This is a DME arc. To Charlie, another DME arc. Wow, this okay, it's the same charge, and this is the same charge as well. Cappe, okay. Wow, that's super interesting. So it's the Robert to Tango to Cappe, but from Cappe. Okay, let's change it. Ah, wait, is the Robert to Zulu actually? Okay, change. Okay, Robert to Zulu is fine, but from Cappe, I'm pronouncing it in Italian, of course. It's like KP in English, but or Cape, whatever. It's Cappe. If you we are in Italy, so it's Cappe. Look at this. I mean, that's super strange because in this we don't have to be below 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet Cappe. So technically we could do the approach. I don't know why we have this. This is gonna make confuse quite a lot our yeah, our vertical path. I think this is something different. Because we can be at 4,000 feet at Cappe and we can do the approach from Cappe at 4,000 feet. Well, it's what we have to do literally. 2,000 knots, yeah. This is not correct, of course. Let's import on the plane, let's see what it does. We can remove the waypoint in case. Which we will do of course. Okay, it's the nav 07. Let me do the change even here. No, because you remove it. Okay. It's another 07 Robert to Zulu. Via Cappe. Great. Insert. Now we have to check plan. Zoom in and see. So yeah, as you can see in the plane. Oh wow, look at this, is so wrong, I guess. 5,000 or above. Right turn around here and land. But this is strange because in why 5,000? Ah, because it's the approach constraint. Yeah, we can completely ignore this, which we will do, I guess. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, people don't really... I mean, what I really don't appreciate about streaming, people don't really love to check procedure, which is so important if you want to simulate. Imagine finding a situation like this. Now you have no idea how to correct it. Because here we have to go from Charlie Golf 758. So what the plane is doing, Charlie Golf 758. Okay, Charlie Golf 758, Charlie Golf 754. 754, correct. Then Cappe. It's not passing through. This is a problem. Wow. It's an air nav approach, so I can't really do it by myself. Wow, this is so strange. It makes sense for the go around. I can go direct to Charlie Golf 754 at some point. That's what I can do. Yeah. We have 2 of them actually. The second one, of course. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Great. And we will do that if we need. But yeah, being able to do, I mean, if you want, what I notice every time I check procedure people, I'm going away from the live. This is pretty classical. Yeah, it's very strange because it's so important. If you want to do proper flight simulation, you need to, I mean, it's like mandatory, should be on VATSIM, mandatory to be able to do every single procedure. So you have to be able to do VOR approach, ILS approach, AirNav approach, NDB approach, circle to land, and all this stuff. So it's one of the more, I mean, when I was starting aviation, I was so interested in people explaining procedure, but apparently people don't really care about it. No, why am what am I doing? Sorry. So, well, yeah, I mean, whatever. For today, again, we will go direct to Charlie Golf 754 if we need. A reminder, we have a very short runway today. 1,750 meter. A319. We have 6 knots of crosswind on top of that. So it's gonna be quite an interesting approach. A reminder, we are going to Pantelleria, Italy. With the nice Itarro A319 from Fenix simulation. And that's it. Yeah, as you saw, the wind changed direction, as I mentioned before. It's so easy because I checked windy. So when we cross this line, we could go direct to basically to final, to Robert. And we will probably. Yeah, we will. You can do it. I mean, even if a controller came online, you have to report it. So I don't know, if I go direct and after it there is a controller that came online, I can just say to him, okay, I'm going to direct to Robert, and in that case he can give you a different waypoint if he believes it's better, or if he need it. It happened to me sometime in Munich, for example. I remember now. Okay, ooh, we're leveling off pretty strongly. Alright, level off, and we are in cruise. So next thing we have to spot is Sicily. I'm not sure because it's very cloudy where we are at the moment. There is kind of some storm in the middle of the sea. This is really visible. You know that MSFS is not great on showing you long distance storm or rain activity or bad weather. When you get there close to it, it's not that bad at all, but if you, on the distance, not really, and it's something that you are really missing because, you know, when you fly in real life, when you're a passenger in real life, you always have this cumulonimbus stuff, especially during summertime. Still not summer, but yeah, they are kind of a classical thing to see. Speaking of which, we can, oops. Yeah, we can go direct to Robert now. Another thing it's missing on Flight Simulator MSFS, let's say, from The very beginning of it from MSFS 2020 are both. There are some, of course, but yeah, you know, when you're flying in real life, over the sea, especially during night, you have this light spot continuously, more or less, let's say, also over the ocean, which are actually both traveling, and like a signal of people alive, which is completely missing here. It's a detail, but yeah, it's something. I mean, that also means that the flight simulator is still not complete compared to real life, of course. Okay, and it's kind of cool, especially if you're doing a long cross with a small plane. It's cool to have this boat around you. Maybe there are some mods, probably there are. Not that I know, not that I will install any of that. I don't really care so much, but yeah, something that is missing for sure. By the way, we are actually cruising. Our top of descent is probably less than 100 miles. And probably from the top of descent I'm gonna go direct to final again, because our approach is a little strange. It's an air-nav approach, so yeah, I want the plane to go direct there. For sure, we will approach visually probably. But yeah, because again, the vertical path is quite wrong usually. Especially the glide path. Especially with the Fenix, I have to say. Again, not that is really Fenix fault, I think it's something right. I don't know, because you know, there is Navigraph data, there is sim data, there is all this variable acting, so I don't really know what is the problem. What I know is that Fenix is struggling a little bit with their nav approach. But again, today is a clear skies days. We have Cabo condition at destination, so we're not gonna have much problem. And we should be able to see Sicily pretty soon. Zoom in the meantime. This is weather, is not the rain, of course. And again, today we are going in a pretty hard, very difficult airport, very short runway. We only have, I mean, we don't have ILS approach, and it's in the middle of the sea. That means that usually there is quite a lot of wind. Not today, luckily. Yeah, it can be quite sharp sometime. It's gonna take something around half an hour. From now, half an hour, 35 minutes to land, which is fine. It's very fine. Let's watch around us a little bit now. Let's start from the fourth. Clouds, 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 and I guess clouds. No land inside, even though I think we should be able to see some land. Do they put back the Paro data? Or not? Oh my god. Oh, there is the airport team. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, probably some. Maybe there is. No, because I think I checked. Let me check something also. Yeah, I was thinking about difficult approach. A part, of course, came in my mind. Bhutan, VATSIM. You know, sometime you can find charts, which doesn't really seem, to be honest. You can find charts now. I don't know. Let me check this. in VATSIM page. That's what I was doing before Navigraph error. But it doesn't really look like. I don't know, for example, VATSIM Ecuador. Let me show you this. So I'm gonna make you a quick example. Yeah, basically now I already downloaded. But yeah, well, let me show you. Let me see if I can. Okay. So yeah, you can go here on VATSIM Ecuador. Pilotos, carta de navegación. It's chart basically, and okay, if you download it and open it, you're gonna find all the charts of the main airport of the country. This is Cuenca, for example, and you have, as you can see, approaches. Looks like pretty old, 29er and 19, to be honest. Yeah. And this is Cuenca. Looks pretty old, I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of a solution. Because, you know, if you're not, I mean, first of all, if you're flying Europe or US, you know probably that you have all charts available for free online. The easiest one is US, you know, you have SkyVector, and if you go there in SkyVector, maybe you don't know this, but I guess you do. You have the charts of all the airports. You just need to go here. Wait, I have to remember because it's a long time I don't do. Okay, yeah. And there we go. San Francisco airport diagram. Hold it. And you have all I mean, you have everything. For Europe, there is another website which is called Autoroute. Autorouter. You have to log in, I think, to get charts. I mean, you just need an account, basically. So let's do the tutorial if you don't have Navigraph today. Yeah, I have an account, but do the account. And then, this is Autoroute. I think briefing, aviation map. No. Briefing, plates. Maybe also out of Europe. Charts. Yeah, there is something apparently. But yeah, if you go, for example, Italy. Oh wow, there is Italy. Okay, you can choose the language, English, charts. And there we go. You can search for the airport. For example, today we're flying in Lima Golf, Charlie Golf, AirNav 07. Let me see. Okay, let me try to open it. I don't know what will happen. Maybe we'll download it. No, it just opened like that. Okay, and here we have your chart. And this is completely free. You need an account, but you don't need to pay and anything like that. And you have VFR charts, IFR charts, everything. This website Autorouter. This is used for real life, by the way. This is a real life chart. Okay, not really, because you don't have this, which should be important, but it's, you know, as you can see here. ENAV, Rome, ENAV is the basically regulator of Italian airspace, so yeah, this is a real charts. And you know, Navigraph charts are for simulation, but yeah, they're kind of identical to the real one. But technically, let's close that. Okay, technically, you shouldn't use them. I'm kind of an expert of flying without Navigraph because I flew on VATSIM. I mean, on MSFS 2020, at least 2 years and a half without Navigraph. On VATSIM, maybe 1 year for sure. With, I mean, it was terrible. One screen, a PDF charts. You don't see yourself in the, because you know in Navigraph you have this, which is super helpful, because you, when you're taxiing especially, it's very helpful because you can see where you are in the airport. If you're using a taxi chart on PDF, you have no idea where you are. This is so complicated. But yeah, experience. There was ChartFox, another website, but yeah, last time I tried to use it, wasn't really working properly. But yeah, I suggest if you want to fly, of course, US SkyVector, because they are those charts are updated on ChartFox. Depends. Again, I don't even know if it's still working. But yeah, so SkyVector for US, and Autoroute for Europe. Autorouter. For the rest of the world, it's very complicated. You can try with the VATSIM community. So, for example, if you're flying Indonesia, you can try to write VATSIM Indonesia and search pilots and charts. Some VATSIM community have charts published. Not all. Oh yeah, some for sure. It would be interesting to see if there is Bhutan. And let me see this, because you know all this thing I'm saying is because there is no chart of Paro at the moment. It's a long time from now. I don't think there will be, but we have Afghanistan for some reason. We have a couple of charts of Afghanistan, so you never know. So briefing, I'm checking. No, there is not. Unfortunately, there is Uzbekistan. Yeah, you see. Okay, whatever. But yeah, you have some option. So Autoroute you can find in Europe and other country. Okay, we're going direct to Robert now. Okay, on top of this time we have to go direct to the final. Yeah, we're almost there. Otherwise, VATSIM community. You have this free option. And we do have a small island there. Okay, yeah. If you don't know, you will from now. This island you can see here, this is Sicily. You can see there are some islands here. This is the location, one of those, I don't remember which one now, but I can't tell you. Yeah, it's Favignana. I should be this island precisely is the one in, I mean it's the one in where they roll the Odyssey, last Christopher Nolan movie. Should be this. Big part of that movie was recorded there. Just a curiosity. And this is Sicily. We have some cloud, by the way. Kind of okay, but I don't know, we're pretty close now. We will see. Usually it's right. So yeah, you have many options. If you're starting VATSIM, you don't really need Navigraph. It's really helpful. I'm not gonna deny it's helpful, but the first period what you can do is fly airport, you know, or train yourself in a specific airport. Because one problem of VATSIM initially is that, okay, I want to fly, I don't know, for example, Venice to Rome, which is already interesting because in Rome there is control sometimes. Well, because what I suggest is fly in your local airport. But if you're living in some strange place, I don't know, in Uzbekistan, there will be no control at all. So what you can do is like flying a lot offline in one specific airport. Frankfurt, Europe, I mean, they're always the same. Frankfurt, London, airport with a lot of control, I mean. And you can use real life charts that you can find in Autoroute or Skyvector if you like US. And fly a lot, do a lot of time the same flight. I don't know, for example, Frankfurt to London Heathrow, London Gatwick to London, Gatwick to Frankfurt, again Frankfurt to London Heathrow. You can do it like 3-4 times, and then you will see that your flow is gonna be good. You will know the procedure, you will know a bit the airport, and you can start going on VATSIM with normal charts. I mean, taxiing in Frankfurt is classical, you know. For example, you have November taxiway, you have Lima. Usually you use Lima or November for taxiing in Frankfurt. Yeah. Why I know it? Because I flew in Frankfurt so many times. It's so easy. Charlie Golf 754. Direct. The second one. Okay. Alright. Go down. Immediately. Descend 252. Wow. Speed on me. Open descent. Destination data. One zero 11 degrees of temperature. Wind is very 9 knots. And the minima it's 1250. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we're a bit high. For sure. Speed brakes. Let's go down. Let's see if we're able to spot some island properly. We should be over it. So again, I'm going direct to final. Just because, you know, again, the approach is a little bit strange. And it's our nav, so I'm not really trusting the vertical path. Intention is to switch visual as soon as possible. Okay, let's go down. Max speed brakes. Alright. You know, the speed brakes are really effective at high altitude. Not really at low altitude. So it's an occasion to use them on the initial part of the descent. Okay. Yeah, 60 miles. Yeah, we're very close. So let's go down as fast as we can. In case we're gonna switch to radar vectoring and then give us new direct to final. We are in the middle of the sea, so we don't really have terrain problem. And we will land in 10 to 15 minutes. Again, interesting approach. 1,700 meter of runway, and now approach. We're gonna switch visual project probably, so we'll be a visual with 6 knots of crosswind in a 1,700 meter runway. Not that this plane can't land there at all. They land there in real life with this exact plane, but as we saw in Florence, the A319 is really, really good. Even in, I mean, really, really good landing capability. Not landing capability. Let's say braking capability. So I don't think we're gonna have any problem. We don't really want to float. We can float a little bit. Ah, speaking of which. Okay, it's 56.0 at the moment. Not minus. Okay, it's fine. As you can see, we need medium auto brake for sure. Will be manual landing, reverse, flaps full, auto throttle. Wow. This is very interesting. I have to do some training on with auto throttle off. I never land. Sorry, I never land with auto throttle off. So this is not really a problem again because we have auto brake medium. We are able to make it with that. But even if we can use max manual. Well, oh, this is. So with max manual, we can land basically in 1,000 meter. So we'll be auto throttle medium. Sorry, auto brake medium again. And we are below the glide path. Are we trusting it? $50 miles, 23,000 feet. Yeah, we are not that low at all, in my opinion. Yeah, it's true. We have to do the turn and everything, but no, I will keep speed brake out for the moment. I don't really trust the vertical path again. At least until flight level 150. Well, nobody in Rome, do they? Oh, there is a flight from Lampedusa with an Embraer. Very interesting. I would love to have an Embraer, but I don't, and there is no. Yeah, there is something, of course, but. Okay, so we are set basically. Auto brake. And yeah. Very easy. It's an Airbus. Okay, we will vacate the runway to the right. No, we will have to backtrack. There is no taxiway at all. Very strong crosswind sails. Zoom in. I don't know how precise we'll be on the turn. So yeah, I'm not really trusting him. Also, we are not that low at all. I mean, we still have... I mean, we have 20 miles, which is not much. You know, you have to multiply by 3 your altitude to be able to see if you're able to reach specific one. So in this case we are too high still based on that. I mean, not that we have to be at 0 here, of course, but I want to be at around 4,000. So in that case, yeah, in that case we are quite fine. We can reduce a little bit. We have to consider, no, we don't really have to slow down. So yeah, we can reduce a bit. Okay. And open sea. Lampedusa is, sorry, Pantelleria is right there. It's a volcanic island. You will see, it's pretty cool. It's starting to get very interesting. Seatbelts. Let's make our passenger seats because it's about to get really nasty. Not nasty, but hopefully not much. Ah, this is the being. Okay, yeah. Oops. Yeah, we want to go 4,000 feet at this point. Yeah, as you can see now, 4,000 is right there. So. Not that we have so much space as predicted. No, probably I will accelerate. I mean, I will still keep this. 30 miles. I mean, yeah, we're right on the edge. So maximum speed brake now. QNH is 10010, which is good, of course. It's gonna make us gain a little bit of space. And we did all the descent with
Your tray table must armrest
speed brake out. Yeah, we had a shortcut, but that's our destination, the only destination. It's always kind of scary to arrive in a place like this because if you have a problem, that's the only place you can go from here. I mean, from now. That or the nice blue thing around it. 10,000 feet. I don't think we can make it to Africa, maybe? No, probably not. There is Tunisia, which should be that. That's Africa. I don't think we will make it in case of a double engine failure. Probably we wouldn't make it even there. Okay, 10,000 feet landing lights. Continue descent as fast as we can. Approach is armed now. Okay. Vertical deviation. Not that I trust it at all, of course, as I told you many times. Hopefully we'll see if today is gonna help. Wow, look at this place. Still, I think I never been here in 2024. In 2020, yeah. Not in 2024, I think. Again, it's a 1,700 meter runway, so pretty challenging. Zooming. Not that much. Also, I'm kind of scared what the plane will do here. No idea, so yeah. Should turn properly, but you never know. We have to slow down 200 knots here. Rome of lines. Wow, this is so annoying. Okay, 7,000 feet. At 5,000 again, I will set vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute. Speed on manage. And arm speed brake, which are out right now. 13 miles, yeah, we're fine, of course. But we don't want to underestimate this approach at all. Okay. Speed braking. Speed on manage. Alright. 1,000 feet to go. 1,000 feet per minute the vertical speed. Slow down. We should intercept the vertical deviation at 4,000 feet. Go around is 4,000 as well, so we don't have to deal with altitude anymore. Auto brake is set. Speed brake arm. The sim is lagging a little bit, to be honest. I don't know why, since we are in the middle of nothing. But yeah, I have some lag. In some transitions. Okay, about to level off. Speed is fine. You're gonna be even lower than 2,200 knots. Because it's 200 or below. Or less. Level off. Okay, 6 miles. Oh, for one time we're not behind the plane. That still can change quite sharply in a bad way, but we will try to not. Also, I don't want to disconnect the autopilot too early because I want to enjoy the approach a bit, but let's see if it will be possible. Speaking of which, oh, sorry, gear down view. Set. Okay, a little bit of lag. Okay, 3 miles and 8. Sorry, 0.8. That's the airport. That grey area you see there. You're very far still. In case of go around, straight ahead, then left. Wind check is 7 knots of crosswind, so the crosswind is increasing. It's fine. I would prefer without. Let's see now on the turn what he will do. And be prepared for the worst. Yeah, indeed. Oh my god. Okay, I have no idea why it's turning like that. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna let the plane do his stuff. Yeah, of course we are turning the wrong side. I think because the procedure was to do the same thing we are doing in a bigger space, so that's why he's doing it. It's fine, I mean. It's gonna make us gain some space. Okay, now it's... wow. As you can see, some difficult with our nav approach. Is it turning? Oh my god. Yeah, it's turning completely to the other side now. Okay. Okay, this is so wrong, but let the plane do his stuff. I don't want to do anything now because, you know, it's a nav approach, so if I mean, maybe I can go direct again without a bing. Okay, great. Now we have it. No, why are you? Okay, continue to. Okay. Yeah, strange thing that is you can see this arrow here means that we have to descend at Charlie Golf 754, but even in Cappe, we should be at 4,000 feet. So that's very strange, of course. We can hit approach. Okay. Let's see what it does. One time we approached Hiroshima in Japan and was very bad. So let's see what happened today. Again, we're gonna switch visual probably at some point. Not that I really want for now. Vertical deviation on the sun is level with us. Speed is fine. We are still 15 miles, more than 15 miles out. And the island is inbound. Oh, it's right in front of us now. Okay, should start getting some. I mean, we have some crosswind at the moment. Okay. And should turn to the right soon. Okay, right now actually. Great. 50 miles from the airport. Great. And we are going down, which is not correct, of course. As you can see, there is a 4,000. I mean, unless it's the go around. No idea. No, we should start. I mean, I can show you very quickly. This is wrong. Because, as you can see, the procedure we have to start to descend at Cappe. We are descending already. This is not correct, of course. But yeah, speed check. Gear down. So it's not doing it correctly, as you can clearly see. But yeah, let's follow the plane. For the moment, we should still be at 4,000 feet. Speed check. Flaps 1. Great. I expect the plane to, at some point, level off all of a sudden. Because we are too low, of course. We are in control for the moment. It's also a test. Test failed already because that's not correct. Well, I show you the procedure. But whatever. It's doing kind of a 3 degrees. Yeah, indeed, it's doing a 3 degrees glide path. In real life, should be a 3.5 degrees glide path. So so we are approaching kind of like an ILS classical angle. In the procedure, as you can see, because it's basically 700 feet per minute at this speed. But as you can see here, it's 3.5 degrees. So we should have stayed level at 4,000 feet until Cape, and then we should have a stronger, a higher angle of approach. But it's okay. Speed check. Flaps 2. I think I know why it happened. Because we had Cape before and after Charlie Golf 754. But basically the Cape in our approach wasn't present in our MCDU. So it basically considered a path from Charlie Golf 754 to the runway. And that's, of course, a different angle. This hill is very interesting, by the way. Speed check. Flaps 3 and flaps full. Okay. I remind you, 1,700 meter of runway. Yeah, this is very interesting to have it on final.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. Terrain. Because of go around straight ahead. Wow. Look at that, by the way. Yeah, for red. Autopilot off. Level the plane. Ignore the vertical deviation. Fly director off.
1,000.
Let's go visual. Okay, level the plane. Okay, one blue white. Okay, let's go down now. Ooh, very gently.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Don't sink.
Don't
I'm
sink.
Disregard.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
100.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
40. 30.
Don't
20.
sink.
Retard. 5.
Wow, it's lag. That was so bad. Everything was so bad. Wow. So the vertical deviation was completely wrong. We had a don't sink warning. I have no idea why. The don't sink warning should happen more than 1,000 feet per minute. I was 600 on the first one. Or probably the plane wasn't considering we were approaching. Of course, I got completely distracted and we smashed the plane basically. Maybe we're light. We can't save it because we are light, but yeah. And also we had a lag on the second. I mean, on the front gear touch, we had a lag. That was very bad. I can confirm the plane. I mean, the Phoenix has really bad problem with air-nav approaches. We should be interesting, of course, do this. Maybe we can. I don't know. With another, because I fly so much the Phoenix, so I don't know how other plane will deal with this approach. Would be interesting to try, because this was a disaster. I mean, we completely smashed the we smashed the plane. Let's see. Wait, maybe we are super light. Okay, we are. Yeah, we should be like 7 tons below the maximum landing weight. So yeah, was very hard, but probably we wouldn't destroy the gear. You know, they say that above maximum landing weight, if you touch the, I mean, first of all, in real aviation you don't really use vertical speed, but you use G force. And but yeah, they say like 350 feet per minute if you are overweight, 500 below if you're very light. Well, that's our case in this, I mean, for today. But yeah, that was really bad, honestly. But it happened. I mean, we did 2 very good landing in the previous live stream. We did a 10 feet per minute touchdown with a 737 last flight. But it's not really that the point. The point is that if you want to use the Phoenix for an air-nav approach, don't use it. That's the point, because here in Hiroshima as well, unless you can have a good visual, which today wasn't really the case. I mean, maybe we could have do it. Do a VOR, do something else if you have it, or do visual, but don't do air-nav. I didn't get the don't sink warning. Oops. And the interesting stuff about don't sink stuff, about the don't sink is that, well, you know, I have a friend that is a real A320 pilot. I mean, A320 family pilot, and we talk about this don't sink very recently. Showed me the manual. So basically, in the A320 manual, they say that if you are above 1,000 feet to the ground, continue the approach, which, oh wow, Lufthansa Group, was the case for us today. The warning continue without, I mean, first of all, the down 6 warning had no sense at all, because we were let me park this thing. Wow, very bad parking as well. Oh, APU, oh my god, so distracted. So yeah, the don't sink warning had no sense at all, because we weren't, usually again should be above 1,000 feet per minute, or I guess, but it's not don't sink. Wait, no, it's not don't sink, it's or it is, I don't remember. I don't remember. I can check. I know how to check. Might have to go as well. Oh yeah, very briefly. Let me see if it's the same warning. My channel. Live. How are we doing with the APU? Okay, APU available. Engine off. Let me show you this. I also was pulling quite a lot. Maybe it's the wind sometimes, because sometimes with the Phoenix, so easy to do the flare. Other time it's really stuck, and you can pull. It's not easy still, I think, to land this plane. Most of the time, yeah. But sometimes it really reminds me of early period Phoenix, where you pull like a dragon and does nothing. The problem on doing that, if you do it, usually you're gonna float, or even worse, you're gonna start climbing. So it's not easy for me to... I mean, most of the time what I do is fine. But yeah, in cases like this, I'm not able to control. I think it's something related to the crosswind or headwind. No idea. Oh my god, I can't do correct stuff currently. Okay. Master off. No, I don't care. I don't care because Phoenix today. Yeah, again, now that it's really amazing. A Phoenix problem probably is just it's just that I think he's not taking navigation. I don't know. He's not taking navigation data how it should be, especially on the vertical path. We have a vertical path problem every time, and on the Arnav approach again. All right, let me check something. 1 sec. So was a live stream with the A350 in Muscat. Question is, was I streaming in YouTube already or not? Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, I should. A350 Madrid Granada. Not sure. No, probably not. No. So I can't show you from here, but I have the video on TikTok. I just need to hear what the plane is saying. I think you get. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why you set everything? Impossible to find a video on TikTok on it. Yeah, it could. Why the technology is done so bad sometimes? Oh my god, they have million and million. Not able to do a proper app. Ah, it's here. Right, we have wind from the right. Windy. Sync rate, okay. No. So it's another warning we had. Yeah, it wasn't on sync. So that's I think was just the plane not, I mean, don't thinking we were landing. But yeah, that was pretty bad. So it's another warning here. Yeah, it wasn't on sync. So that's a. Let me see it again. My hairs are terrible as always. So here, no, I want to. Okay. Yeah, for red. Yeah, 4 red. So here I realized we were super low. Autopilot off. And we were quite low. I think it was for this terrain, but yeah. As you can see, vertical deviation 1 dot lower than us, but 2 wide. Don't sink. Yeah, doesn't make any sense. 0.7. Okay, sink rate warning should be above 100 feet per minute if you are approaching. Don't sink. It's GPWS. So yeah, the plane was thinking that we were going to crash there. So yeah, I got distracted basically. We weren't that high, honestly. Look at, I'm pulling, but and now there is a lag. Okay, yeah, huge lag. Okay, yeah, not the best at all, unfortunately. But yeah. So again, I can confirm. I mean that the Fenix is still struggling quite a lot on the air-nav approach. Would be very interesting. Maybe we can do it. We can do a test flight here. Next time we will have short time. I will take a 737 and do the same approach here in Lampedusa. So the air-nav 07 Cappe, and see also how the plane is inserting it on the FMC in that case. Alright, because I want really to find out if it's a Fenix problem or if it's a sync problem, because this stuff happened so much with the Fenix and the wrong vertical path. So yeah, this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like, subscribe, and see you next. I don't have to do this, but I have to do that. See ya.